Good evening, everyone. Pleasure to have everyone in. Good evening, good evening. I hope you can all hear me. Please, if you can hear me, if you can give a sign or raise hands. Good evening, everyone. Just want to make sure that I'm being heard properly before I move ahead. All right, good evening. So not to waste any, all right, thank you. I can see all the hands. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Chidera Ikechukwu. Business Development Manager for Assetrise Limited. Welcome to the PalmRich Tribe inaugural meeting, first of the inaugural meeting for the PalmRich Tribe. Thank you very much for taking out the time, tribe members, to be part of this very innovative community. You know, more than just people from all walks of life and all walks of background come together. This is not just an ordinary group. This is not just an ordinary community, but one of togetherness and, you know, championing agro-real estate with pillars of transparency, accountability, and continuity. Over the course you've heard in our different videos, one particular word that has stood its ground in all of this, and that word is sustainability. At Assetrise and with the PalmRich project, we have stood our ground on creating sustainable and innovative ideas to help us create wealth and as well as create a sustainable future for each and every one of us. So more than just a community, we are persons who are contributing significantly to Nigerians' impact, both our economical, both for our financial, for ourselves, financially, and for our future generations. So I want to say thank you and congratulations to every tribe member on here today. You are more than just owning a land. You have owned prosperity, and you have also championed a better tomorrow for Nigeria, for Africa, and the world at large. So not to waste any more of our time, I'd love to go into what we are here for today. Today is the first inaugural meeting of the PalmRich Tribe, and we're just going to be giving reports on the every single PalmRich project. So like we said, when we were coming onto the project, we said reports are very important for us to keep you up to date on what is happening on each and every estate. Also, how we are carrying out this project, because don't forget, you own this land and we are accountable to give you updates on what is going on your land. Okay, we're accountable to give you updates on what is going on your land. You can always reach out to the office, get your completed portfolio. At the time you bought it, what was the price? At the time, currently, what is the appreciated price? You can always reach out, get all of this information. Aside that, we are also accountable to giving you more information about this land. And more than that, there are a lot of perks and rewards for being a tribe member, a lot of benefits, and many more, which you'll be hearing about today. For a lot of us who have come on the tribe and we have not really we've not really come together to understand what the tribe is about. Today, trust me, by the time you leave here, you'll be more than excited, not just to be part of this community, but to also drive the purpose of this community further beyond what it is. Thank you very much. Before I move ahead, I'd like to also just read out something very brief. So this says, you are in a community of visionaries, landowners, and impact-driven investors, leveraging timeless wisdom of oil palm farming. By owning oil palm plantation, members don't just secure passive income, they create transgenerational wealth, contribute to food security, and drive sustainable economic growth. With our 5,000 landowners across 4 states in Nigeria, PalmRich Estates is at the forefront of reviving Nigeria's palm oil industry and empowering individuals to build lasting prosperity. While building, we are also committed to ensuring that our members enjoy numerous benefits. With that being said, we'll move on to the next agenda for today. I will be reading out the first of its reports. Let me just roll that up very shortly. I'll be giving reports on the PalmRich on PalmRich projects that has been going on. We have the PalmRich 1, PalmRich 2, up until PalmRich 8. That just lets us know that PalmRich has grown beyond, even the vision that bettered it, to create something that you have come into and you have believed in, and we are driving that for the betterment of our future and for the betterment of every single person on here today. All right. So firstly, I'll be giving the report, the PalmRich Tribe report. Please not to worry, these documents would also be shared with you on the PalmRich Tribe community. You can as well go through all of these reports to make sure that, if there's any thing that's not heard, if there's anything that's not heard, if there's anything, sorry about that, if there's anything that's not heard, you can, in your leisure time, go through the report and make sure that you're up to date with the PalmRich project. So I'll be running through activities that has gone on throughout the year, so that we are also updated on everything with the PalmRich Tribe. So the Assetrise Limited report from February 2025. The activities of the year commenced fully in February. It was a month of celebration, impact, and forward-thinking initiative at Assetrise Limited. From gathering with esteemed partners to reflect on our journey, to making purposeful allocation and gaining media recognition, we continue to push boundaries in agro-real estate, bridging the gap between real estate ownership and sustainable agriculture. As we looked ahead, even bigger opportunities are on our horizon. Here's a recap of our key milestones this month and a glimpse into what's coming next. First off, at the beginning of the year, we had Gratitude 4.0, a celebration of vision and progress. That happened in February of 2025. It was our annual Thanksgiving event, bringing together dignitaries, partners, investors, consultants, and staff members to celebrate how far we've come. From our modest beginning to where we stand today, Assetrise Limited has grown into a movement, one that is shaping industries and lives through purpose-driven investments in agro-real estate. Second was the PalmRich estate allocation for Ibadan. In February, 19 new landowners were allocated their plots at PalmRich Estates, Ibadan, a strategic agro-real estate project designed for long-term wealth creation through oil palm plantation ownership. Also, then we moved on to the GMD of Assetrise Limited taking center stage, being invited to the channel's television. More in February, the group managing director of Assetrise Limited, Mr. Oluwadurotimi Ojamamoye, was featured on Channels TV, where he spoke extensively on the agro-real estate model, a revolutionary approach that combines real estate and sustainable agriculture. His insights further solidified Assetrise's position as a thought leader in championing sustainable solutions across Nigeria and beyond. We move further from that, securing the future, land allocation of PalmRich Estate. Then we also moved on to more partnerships. Partnerships with the Nigerian Society of Engineers, which, put us in the forefront. And we had the NAMA delegation visit to the Assetrise site in Ogun State. We are honored to host the delegation from the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency at our site in Ado-Odota, Ogun State. The visit offered valuable opportunities to showcase the scale and impact of the project. We move further. In Ramadan special, a thank you to our Muslim clients. In honor of the holy month of Ramadan, Assetrise launched a special promotion to express our appreciation to our Muslim clients. A heartfelt token of our gratitude was given to each client who keyed and subscribed into the project at that point. Giving back, match community outreach. More than just the impacts that we create for you as PalmRich Tribe members, we have also given back to community which each month that comes to make sure that we are driving community impact. As part of our ongoing commitment to corporate social responsibility, every plot you buy helps us provide food for the community. In light of this initiative, we extended our outreach efforts by distributing food support to selective communities with over 100 bags of gari and rice. At Assetrise Limited, we believe real growth is measured by the positive impact we have on others, and we are honored to play a part in the stories that transcend land ownership. We moved on to April 2025. And the first on April is the return on investment disbursement to PalmRich landlords of the PalmRich Phase 5, Oyo State. April also witnessed a landmark financial event, the disbursement of annual ROI to landlords in the PalmRich Estate Phase 5, Ibadan, Oyo State. Landowners received their returns, marking another year of steady agro income flow backed by Assetrise managed oil palm plantation. The payout reaffirms our philosophy: land should not lay fallow. It should walk. We encourage you to learn more about the milestone through our featured coverage on Nairametrics. We moved on to strategic governorship. PalmRich Estates Board of Trustees convenes. In a bid to reinforce for long-term governance and institutional stability of PalmRich Estates, the PalmRich Board of Trustees convened this month of April for its strategic session, comprising thought leaders across engineering, agriculture, finance, and law. The board deliberated on forward-looking initiatives, including enhanced investor protection, sustainable land use model, and integration of climate-resistant practices. This gathering reaffirmed the trust that investors place in Assetrise Limited and the shared responsibility delivering a structured system of generational wealth building, rooted in responsibility, transparency, and measurable impact. We move further also to the Global Oil Palm Plantation webinar, connecting visionaries across borders. In April, Assetrise Limited hosted Global Oil Palm Plantation webinar, an exclusive virtual event that brought together a distinguished network of investors, landowners, and industry leaders from across Nigeria and the global diaspora. With over 1,000 individuals in attendance, the global webinar served as a pivotal knowledge-sharing platform, reaffirming PalmRich Estates' role as the forefront of Africa's agro-investment resolution. More than just an information session, the webinar ignited a shared commitment to building legacy, strengthening food system, and driving economic transformation through agro-real estate. We moved on to May, where we have strengthening collective growth, cooperative tribe inauguration. In a landmark event, we formally inaugurated the Assetrise Cooperative Tribe Board, a crucial step toward deeper grassroots governance. Elections were held for new board members, and critical conversations unfolded around updating operational policies, enhancing cooperative effectiveness, and building systems for accountability and transparency. With this, the cooperative tribe becomes more than a support network. It is now an active decision-making body shaping the future of agro-cooperation and community wealth. Allocation updates on PalmRich Estate Phase 4, 6, and 7. Land allocation remains central to our promise of timely delivery. This month of May, PalmRich Phase 7 Batch A was successfully allocated to new landlords, alongside further plot distribution in Phase 4 and 6. Every allocation means another family steps closer to owning a real agro asset, participating in national food production, and earning annual passive income from oil palm plantation. We move further to our development updates. PalmRich Estate Phase 8, Iluwa-Shiori. If you've ever wondered what it looks like to build in the future, look no further with the PalmRich Estate Phase 8. Now fully on the way inside Iluwa-Shiori, our agro-smart city, we have undergone land clearing and planting completed, strategic fencing implemented for security, construction of a modern gatehouse finalized. This development marks the beginning of a smart agricultural ecosystem where land doesn't just sit, it walks, it ends, and it grows. We move further to the month of June, where we have Shola Shobowale signing as the brand ambassador with Assetrise Limited. In one of the most powerful endorsements in the industry, Shola Sobowale, legendary Nigerian actress and beloved cultural figure, was unveiled as Assetrise brand ambassador in June. Everyone knows me. In her words, everyone knows me. Shola Sobowale, I don't stand for just anything. I go for the best, she said. That's why I've stood with Toyota, the king of the road, Mocha Foam, the mattress you sleep on, and now I am proud to represent Assetrise Limited. Quality, integrity, and purpose. And that is why I love the brand. Her alignment with Assetrise Limited speaks volume, not just about brand credibility, but about shared values. Shola's warm yet authoritative presence is helping Nigerians see farming differently, not as a substance, but as a pathway to passive income, dignity, and economic freedom. Also in the month of June, we launched Iluwa Africa's premier agro-smart city. Despite the heavy downpour and the unavoidable postponement of our initial launch date, history was still made in Onigbedu, Ogun State. Against the odds, Assetrise unveiled Iluwa Africa's premier agro-smart city. We're deeply grateful to everyone who stood by us. Your support reminds us that great visions may face delays, but are never denied. This bold new city, engineered to directly tackle some of Nigeria's biggest economic challenges, a 4.7 trillion naira food import bill, over 28 million housing deficits, youth unemployment, and underutilized arable land. With over 60% of Nigerian arable land still uncultivated and 3.5 trillion naira lost to post-harvest waste each year, Iluwa is designed as a solution that brings agriculture, real estate, commerce, and sustainable living into one coordinated system with 5 synergy districts. From the chairman of the Ogun State Agricultural Development Corporation speech to the endorsement by the traditional leaders, including the Oba of Ajikbatu, Oba Akimbiyi, and industry stakeholders, the event confirmed one truth. Assetrise is pioneering a new path where asset ownership creates value. Assetrise Estate Tour, Seeing is Believing in June. Assetrise Limited hosted 2 impactful PalmRich Estate Tour, giving subscribers and prospect investors first-hand access to the value behind the vision. We had the tour at Ibadan Estate, PalmRich Phase 5, and we also had in PalmRich Phase 1, 2, and 3 with the legendary actress Shola Sobowale, accompanied by veterinary actor Hafiz Oyetoro, popularly known as Saka, and Stanley Honora, known as the online banker, a respected voice in the Nigerian's financial space, toured PalmRich Estate, Phase 3 in Ketu Ekpe, and Phase 5 in Ibadan, Oyo State, where planted trees are thriving and the land is actively appreciating. With returns already paid to early landlords who own Phase 5, visitors saw oil palm rows, map parcels, and full operational setup, leaving no doubt that PalmRich is structured, real, and yielding value. For Shola, who spent her childhood on a cocoa farm, and Saka, whose voice has long championed entrepreneurship, the movement was more than symbolic. It reflected their shared belief the true prosperity begins with the land, and the agriculture remains one of the most powerful tools for building lasting wealth. Lastly, on this report, we have the PalmRich Phase 5 allocation. Proof, not promises. Another highlight was the official allocation of plots in PalmRich Estate Phase 5, Ibadan. New landowners received their documents and saw their map plots. This is the PalmRich model: land that produces, earns, and appreciates, all under professional management. With palm oil prices doubling in 2024 and global demand rising faster than supply, landowners aren't just buying properties, they are owning a stake in one of the most profitable agricultural value chain of our time. At Assetrise, we don't just measure growth by hectares or numbers, we measure it by trust and the future being built together. In less than 3 years, Assetrise has developed over 8,000 hectares of professionally managed oil palm estates with over 5 to 10,000 landowners who now hold title, income generating plots across Lagos, Oyo, and Ogun State. For the 2025 cultivation cycle, we are also declared an industry-leading 60.8% return on investment and having already disbursed payment to early subscribers in PalmRich Phase 5, Ibadan, well ahead of schedule. Each payout is living proof that when land is structured, managed, and the market linked, it doesn't just sit idle, it produces, it appreciates, and delivers real value. The journey to a more nourished, empowered, and prosperous Africa is long, but every step forward matters. And because of you, the PalmRich Tribe members, we are not just moving, we are rising. To everyone who showed up, committed, toured, asked questions, and believed in the vision, we say a big thank you. So that's the first of the report on activities and progress being made across all of PalmRich Estate projects from phase 1 to phase 8. Moving on, the next on our schedule, if we do have the chairman, we have in our presence the chairman of the PalmRich Tribe, Engineer Tokumbo Oyenuga. If we do have him on live, so I would love you to speak to the first report that we just gave. If we have you on live right now, sir. Let's take questions. All right. All right. I guess he's having network issues or currently not. Okay. All right. He's online. Miss Choma, please, can you help unmute the chairman? Ms. Choma?
Good evening, everybody.
Okay. Good evening, sir. Lovely to have you here. Thank you very much for joining.
It's good to be here, and I greet everybody for joining up. I wish you all a happy Sunday. Well, I've heard the report you read out, and it's quite impressive. Although it's not surprising, once you have a good team in place, I'm sure you definitely see results. I agree with the style of adopting known figures, known faces to help publicize the PalmRich tribe. It's a good one, but we need to assess how has it been thereafter. Have we gotten positive results? Have we gotten more people coming in to join the tribe? Because the more the merrier once you have a good investment plan. We need to step up beyond that. Hearing the report will go a long way in giving us further assurances that we are safe and we are good. So I will encourage everybody to go through the report and where we need to bring in suggestions, recommendations that will make us all better. The avenue is open to all of us. So I would like to congratulate everybody who has shared in this vision. And I will see it as a call to service for all of us. We can't leave it all to the Assetrise team. We need to contribute positively to grow this business of ours. As a tribe, we all need to be resourceful by looking out for latest technology that can be adapted and adopted on the plantations in terms of security, increase in yield, and better management. I have sat back and reflected. Going forward, how do we increase our yield? What can we do to increase our ROI? These are challenges everybody needs to speak to. We all need to do our research so that we can get better returns on our investment. We have a fixed land space. We have a fixed number of oil palm trees per unit, depending on how much you have acquired and invested in. How do you increase your return on investment on that piece of land? What else can we do? And I was thinking, if we do further studies on the soil types we have at the plantations, what can we intercrop? How do we get Assetrise to build and agree to intercrop for better returns? Of course, it will require additional management skills, additional overhead costs, but we can look at the numbers. And I'm sure we have financial experts amongst us. We have agriculturists amongst us, looking at the climate on each of these locations. What can we add to the land space occupied by the palm trees now? How can we strategize going forward? Especially those in Ibadan that is matured and fruiting. Those coming up in Adodo, Epe is fruiting. Those are good signs, agreed. But we need to plan ahead so that the returns on investments will be on the increase. So I welcome everybody to this meeting. The window and doors are always open for comments, observations, and questions. And I'm sure the GMD is ever willing to come up with answers to all of them. So I wish us all a very good session today, and God bless us all. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate every single time we've had the chairman speak. It is a step further to more wisdom and more innovation for the PalmRich Tribe. More and more. And we know that with every single one and every single of our suggestions, opinions, we are going to move greater and further beyond where we are today and even the plans that we have for the future. So thank you very much, sir. We're going to look definitely into all of the options that you brought up, all the suggestions as well. And with every other PalmRich Tribe member we have on today, we are sure that we are going to reach a mutual and beneficial opinion. So moving on, the next on the agenda, I'll be reading out the first inaugural meeting, cooperative meeting But first off, before I go into that, I would love to share the certificate. This is a moment of this is a great moment for each and every one of us to recognize that we are not just governed by us. It is now more than just an Assetrise movement, more than now a tribe movement, as we've gone further to register this as a cooperative and to make sure that we are governed by a body beyond us for the utmost accountability and transparency in the project. So I'll be sharing now with us. The certificate. Okay, I think I'll be sharing now with us the certificate. Sorry, just 1 second. All right. So great. So here we have it, the Lagos State Government Ministry of Commerce, Cooperative and Trade Investments Certificate of Registration. I hereby clarify an application dated this 20th day of May 2025, made by 20 members of the PalmRich Tribe Cooperative Agricultural Multipurpose Society Limited. So this is the certificate registering the PalmRich Cooperative Tribe. And also I'll be reading the reports from the first cooperative meeting being held. Again, all of these documents will be sent to each and every one of us so we can all go through and give our takings on each and every one of these documents. So the PalmRich Tribe Cooperative Meeting. Okay, not to take much of our time, I'll prefer this be sent to us so we can go through, because it's quite a very lengthy document. It's just stating all that we need to know about the certification of the PalmRich Tribe. All right, without wasting any more of our time, we'd love to have, if she's in the house, we'd love to have our very own vice chairman of the PalmRich Tribe. She was also present at the first inaugurational meeting where we swore in the tribe executives. So if we have Alhaja Ganiat Olawi, please, Ma, if you're in the house, we would love to have you now. All right, just give us a second. Let's check if she's online. Alhaja Ganiat Olawi, the Deputy Chairman, the PalmRich Board of Trustees. She was present at the first meeting where we had over 120 persons in attendance, both virtual and physical. All right, I guess she's not in now. All right, so let's move on to the next on the agenda. Very shortly, we'll be having the Group Managing Director of Assetrise Limited. Beyond that, we have one last report to give on all of the estates. All right, so let's have the Group Managing Director of Assetrise Limited, is coming on to speak to us on the project and innovations, future visions, and more on the PalmRich project. So join me as we welcome the Group Managing Director of Assetrise Limited, Mr. Oluwadurotimi Ojamamoye.
Okay, hello, good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to be with all of our partners tonight at this PalmRich Tribe inaugural meeting. A lot of questions are popping in on the screen, and we are here to answer those questions. And beyond answering the questions, we are here to create a framework where we all can understand what this is all about and how we can all take leadership of these old projects. It's beautiful what we are seeing tonight. Great response, great attendance. Thank you so much for your time. But like the chairman said earlier, it is very, very great that we understand that this is beyond Assetrise. Your money, your sweat, your blood has come up on this project. Where your money is, your mouth should be there, your thinking should be there, your efforts to make it better should be there. This is not one of those investment schemes where we just throw our money somewhere and the rest. This is collaboration, and that is why we have gone this all step further to register the cooperative legally with the Lagos state government so that there is a structure to hold us together beyond the Assetrise, and also democratize the leadership, democratize the whole process of the PalmRich estate. And we also have a lot of questions that are popping up from, the leadership to the 20 members and the rest. All these questions will be answered this evening. So I want to say a big thank you to us once again. And for Mr. Chairman, you raised some good points that I would like to read out to the members who are here tonight before we go down deep into two major things: the PalmRich Tribe and the PalmRich Tribe Cooperative. Then lastly, we'll talk about the reports from all the estates and what is ahead of us. So from the PalmRich Tribe, we understand that all our landlords in Assetrise who have owned the PalmRich projects, their land has been allocated for those who have gotten their full land allocation. But for you jumping on this project in any space, you owning 1 plot or 1 hectare or 10 hectares, you automatically become a tribe member. And what does it mean to become a tribe member? It means you belong to the leadership and the management of the PalmRich estate. It is not an Assetrise governance model. It is your leadership, your governance that makes the tribe function. And so on the tribe, we're going to give reports like this, occasional, all the activities we're going to report to you. And majorly, I know most of us are concerned about not English language now. The reports on the fruiting, the reports on the finances, the reports on the operations, and how we get the figures that we get. And if I take us back to what the chairman earlier mentioned, we will have departments, subcommittees that will take care of some critical parts of this project. We would like to let you know that this is huge, this is big. This is another Okumu oil or bigger in the making. And it's not a child's play. It's when we're talking about 8,000 hectares, when we're talking about over 11,000 landlords, it is massive. And the structure for managing this, the best way is to democratize it. Now, the chairman mentioned something very, very critical. We all have to be involved in it. And how can you be involved from every little part of this? Now, he mentioned about the R&D team. If you can do research on how better to improve the yields, if you can do research on how better to make more money, more ROI, I mean, our collective knowledge will be very useful to the entire tribe and to the entire project. And so for this, there are going to be subcommittee coming up in the cooperative model, where a lot of us can join those committees from your own professional angle. You are an accountant, you are a lawyer. How can we best protect members' interests? How can the figures be better? How can reporting be better? Every part of your profession that you think that can support this movement is very, very important. Now, I don't want us to bore us with a lot of details about the earlier report. We will send it to you. Let me also mention that the chairman mentioned something very critical about ROI, and mentioned about intercropping and all that stuff that we can do to improve revenue. Now, we know that the Eco-Yams project has been thriving for 4 good years now in Lagos State. And that is the biggest farm in Lagos State, powered by every one of us who are in this house who bought into the PalmRich Estate Ekpe phase 1, 2, 3. The Eco-Yams project is in the 4th season, the 4th year of it. And we have been creating enormous yam cultivation and harvest in Lagos State. This year, as we speak, we're currently milling, harvesting, and producing tons of cassava right also at the PalmRich in Ekpe. So a lot of efforts to intercrop this land and to make it more useful are currently ongoing, and we will share more highlights about what we can do in the future. For PalmRich Ibadan, that is already grown, that we can't intercrop except some certain crops that are shade loving, pineapple or whatever. But we have found a better thing to do in PalmRich Ibadan, and that is ranching. Cows and rams and other animals can thrive so good under the grown trees. And this is something we're going to be introducing to the tribe, and we can take a look at how to make this work. I mean, we consume over 10,000 cow heads or cattle in Lagos every day. As a tribe member, as a PalmRich landlord, as a landlord who believe in this vision, it is also important for us to understand that we can intercrop. We can intercrop, yes, but we can also do ranching. And so very soon, you're going to have cows owned by you right in your farm in Ibadan that can give you more ROI. Another part of revenue that we are seeing is nursery, raising the palm nurseries. We're going to talk more about this later. We have started this revolution right here in the Southwest and the South-South. A lot of persons, organizations, individuals are calling for us to come do this for them. They are joining the PalmRich projects. They are also doing their individual farms. We just completed a 150 hectares for the First Lady of Osun State. We completed a 70 hectares for an ED in EcoBank. We have completed 50 hectares for a church. A lot more persons are coming into this program. But how can we, the tribe member, earn from this opportunity? The nursery, raising the seedlings, we buy seedlings from NIFOR, from Palm PLC, and that is a lot of distance away. But we have also learned the technicality beyond this and also partner with them so that we can raise seedlings, approved NIFOR seedlings in the PalmRich Ibadan and every other PalmRich location. And that can be a lot of source of income also to the tribe members. So a lot of all these opportunities we're going to roll out, and we will understand how to come in and how to improve our earning. Our collaboration in this project, it is what is more important to fulfilling this. Now, some of the things that we have done also on the reports is that we have been able to also get the entire farm from Ibadan to Ekpe, to Adodo, to Ewekoro on insurance. We know that a palm tree can thrive in hard weathers. It can even thrive beyond fire, but we must be able to protect your investment beyond what we know. So we have mutual benefit assurance. who have signed up our insurance cover. And so it's good news to tell every one of us that our tribe, our PalmRich, are insured right now. And also, we took a step further beyond the insurance also to see how we can make ROI seamless. You earn anywhere you are in the world. You are in Japan. I mean, it will be good for you to know that we have investors from Japan. We have investors from India. We have investors from Australia, almost 5 countries that we never imagined, even from Austria. So how do they get their ROI? I mean, and that's why we are taking more steps further to digitalize every process in the PalmRich. So we're going to be launching the PalmRich app very soon. And on the app, it is seamless for you. You log on to the app, you can check all the PalmRich estate that you own right on your palm. You can see all the land appreciation value. You can also want to trade your land. You have the peer-to-peer selling option the peer-to-peer selling option. You can want to sell one plot, sell 1 hectare out of your land to generate income. And also, every year that we declare your ROI, it is credited directly into your wallet. You can withdraw from your wallet to your bank account. And the app will make everything more seamless for us to be able to manage the thousands of investors that are coming up on the PalmRich estate model. So it's good news for us to know that the app is over 50% ready. And very soon, we will be throwing the app on the PalmRich Tribe so that we can also take advantage of this. Now, we've also been able to bring in more partners who share more of this report with us. But let me dwell more on one of the advantages we have for every member of the tribe. You are not just listening to reports. We also want you to take advantage of everything that surrounds the PalmRich. Nigeria is coming into this project big. By CBN, we need over 1 million hectares of oil palm plantation to survive our local demand. And that is an economy of over $60 billion. And who will take advantage of this? You and I. Your family, your friends who want to own PalmRich legally and with a model that you can vouch for. When we say a model that you can vouch for, we are going to be doing a routine tour for every of our tribe members. You want to go see your farm. We want to go in group to visit all this. So you know that this is real. I mean, some of us have been allocated. You have been to the site. You've seen all this. So referring people to this will be easier for us. So we have a referral package. We have the reward system. We have the points earning system that makes sure that you are not just buying. You are earning massive reward for being on the tribe. And we know definitely that right now on the tribe, for every member that is coming on board, you have a 10% discount that you can have to yourself or give to someone if you want to gift it out. But you can also convert that 10% to cash, meaning if I am buying a PalmRich worth 100 million, yes, a 10 hectares, and you referred me to an organization, I will also let us to know that this year we have Total Energies Cooperative in Trans-Amadi, also now taking some hectares in the PalmRich tribe. We have mega oil companies who are approaching us for credits, carbon credits. And these are all rewards that we will share. So for the reward, if you are introducing any of these organizations, churches who want to own large hectares of land that they want to use in the future, and I mean, instead of bothering their members with tithes and offering, they own hectares of land that can convert back to investment and returns to them. If you are introducing the PalmRich to any of these persons, individuals and groups, what we are simply saying is there are massive rewards for you. You have a 10% reward that you can either dash them. I know some of us can dash 10% of 100 million, that's 10 million. You can dash it to your church, but you can also dash it to me. So that doesn't stop there. Beyond the 10%, it's also your points. You earn points on every referrals. And those points cumulatively will give you medical incentives for free. It will give you travels and tours for free. By September, some of our tribe members are going to two countries. We're going to Morocco, and we're also going to Malaysia. And some of the people who have qualified for this as persons who have referred us to organizations, to individuals, and have earned points for this all expense paid trip to witness beyond Assetrise and beyond Nigeria what oil palm plantation is. So we're going to be live in Malaysia and showcasing we are one family. So these are some of the rewards that are coming up as the tribe member, and the advantages are numerous. Yes, the recording will be shared. We'll soon switch into the questions and answer mode. The slide is almost done. So the advantages as PalmRich Tribe is beyond what you can quantify. We have the social gathering, hangout moments. I mean, the essence of making this money, the essence of wanting to create a better country is so that you can enjoy life, Abi. So let's not just create the farms, let's enjoy the benefits of creating all these numerous benefits for individuals and for ourselves. Okay, now also let's understand that beyond the PalmRich rewards and points, it's also what we have into a structured model when we are going to be launching any new PalmRich estate. The first advantage comes to the tribe members. So you ask me, why should I own multiple palm plantation? I mean, you have not owned up to 1,000 hectares. The more oil palm plantation you own, the more ROI, the more revenue you are also building up. One thing that you have been able to guarantee and that we can guarantee you is that this has come to stay. So you own more and more with massive discount as a tribe member. But beyond the discount as a tribe member is the fact that you can even buy on the first advantage. So for example, we launched Ewekoro at 1.8 million per acre. And now it is closing at 850,000 per plot. And as tribe member, you can take advantage of early launching, buy, and you resell. I mean, you don't necessarily need to wait for 3 years for you to make money. So for example, I buy my 1 acre at 1.8 million, and now I can sell per plot at 850,000. 850,000 times 1 acre, that's a massive return. And some of us will ask me, how did we get such rise in price? When we do pre-launch, we do a virgin land filled with forest, and then we move tractors and every earth equipment there, and then we clear. Once we start clearing, we fence, we do the launching, we plant the trees, the value of the estate skyrockets. So what you can take advantage of as a tribe member is that window. And most times it's just within 3 months. So imagine you are investing a 1.8 million, that's an average of 300,000 per plot. And then in 3 months, you are able to sell this for 850,000 per plot. And don't worry about the selling. You share to your family and friends, they are interested. Assetrise will do all the documentation for you to exchange to your next buyer. And this creates more values for us to enjoy. We're going to take all the questions. Don't worry, we're coming into the questions and answer moment, and we'll take your questions on this. So this model of you taking early advantage of new estates can become a very good thing for most of our investors. And some of us have taken advantage of that. I know Alja, I don't know if she's in the meeting now. We launched, I think Adodo, she bought at 450,000 per plot. And when the value went to 750,000, she sold. And then she cashed out lots from selling her own plot. We did the documentation for those who she's selling to, and then she cashed out. Those who have bought also, their lands are allocated. So there are a lot of benefits and a lot of movements that we can create with this. And lastly on this, let me also share with us that we have a partnership with AG Mortgage Bank. Yes, we used to think that mortgage is only for house ownership, but we have brought mortgage to oil palm plantation, which every one of us can take advantage of. You want to spread your payments? Yes, you can speak to the mortgage bank. Why is the mortgage bank taking advantage of this? It's a simple thing. We're going to be on Arise TV on Wednesday, and we're going to be explaining this whole mortgage partnership. Imagine if you take a mortgage on your house. God forbid, if you lose your job, you can't continue paying it. But if you have a mortgage on your oil palm, the revenue is beyond any job assurance, and that is more guaranteed. So we have been able to prove this point to mortgage bankers, and they understood that, yes, this can be something worth giving mortgage for. And beyond the mortgage on your palm plantation, is also a mortgage facility for your home ownership. So for those of us who own Ibadan, for example, you have an assurance of earning XYZ from your acre, from your plot, from your hectare, and you want to buy a home and pay on mortgage, you have a steady revenue flow to pay for your mortgage. And the mortgage banker is saying, because you have a PalmRich estate, we're able to give you a mortgage because you have a source of income to pay for your house. So the mortgage bank is 100% partner with Assetrise to make sure that we don't just own oil palm as an investment. It can solve other strategic areas of our lives, like home ownership, like passive income. And these are all values that we have brought in on these projects. We've spoken about the nurseries that you can take advantage of. If you want us to be able to help you earn from referrals, which is something I think we all should take advantage of. You have organizations, you have churches. I mean, your years of professionalism working in those organizations should not just go away. Convert it to something that is bigger for yourself, something that is genuine, something that is real. Someone brought us to Total Energies, and Total Energies Cooperative is doing massive hectares. This person is going to be rewarded for bringing us to Total Energies. Someone took us to Chevron Cooperative, and the person is going to be rewarded for taking us to Chevron Cooperative. Some persons took us to some churches, and they are also going to be rewarded. So if you have organizations that you think we should submit our proposals to, we will submit the proposals, pitch on the proposals. Once it's converted, the transaction belongs to you as a tribe member. So you can earn from this. But don't forget, we also mind that every tribe member came up on Assetrise through our consultants. Our consultants have worked tirelessly to make sure that you heard about this, and they are also going to be rewarded by Assetrise aside the reward for the PalmRich Tribe members. So we have an all-inclusive model to make sure that the rewards go around to everyone who comes on board on this. Yes, we are going to be able to share materials with you when you need them. For the tribe members, just contact us or speak to your consultants. We will give you every materials that you need to help us refer to organizations, to individuals, and you can earn on it. Someone took us to the First Lady of Osun State, and 150 hectares done and dusted. So you have this privilege of networks that you want us to present to. And don't forget, some of these are not going to hinder your credibility, because every legal documentation showcases that it is a referral, and we are going to make a proper demonstration, take them to site, and they can make informed decisions. Someone took us to NAMA, Nigeria Airspace Management Authority, and a lot of advantages are ranging from the referral model. So we have been able to share a lot of opportunities that are coming up on the tribe that we can take advantage of, and we will keep updating us on this. Now, lastly on the reports, let's speak about the details of the estate now. I will start from Ekpe. Phase 1 is already fruiting. Harvesting will start July to September. We've shared videos with us. You see some of the palm trees carrying 16 bunches, 24 bunches. Yes, we are also setting up a mill in Ekpe, partnering with Bank of Industry. They visited Ekpe. They've done all their mathematics, and they are ready to bankroll our mill in Ekpe, and we pay over time. So for those of us who own Ekpe, a big congratulations to us. But let's also let you know that the first year fruiting, all the trees may not fruit round, but definitely there is going to be return on your investment for the first year. The trees are fruiting. The bunches may not be as so big as Ibadan, but definitely there's going to be reward. But don't forget that this is done in proper accountability. We're going to declare to you the numbers of bunches harvested, the tons of oil, and every other byproducts that are produced from the farm in Ekpe. So we move from Ekpe now. A lot of us who have been allocated in Ekpe, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, a lot of us have been allocated. If you know that you have been allocated and you want to visit your farm, please, to see their fruiting, you want to snap pictures and you want to post, please, book an appointment. Let's take you to your farm and you can do this. That is the essence of it all. Make a visit, see your trees fruiting, do your video, do your pictures, and share the good news with your friends and family also. We move away from Ekpe now. There's also going to be allocation in Ekpe ongoing for those who are yet to be allocated because they paid, they are yet to complete their payments. For those who are yet to be allocated in Ekpe, there's an allocation coming up in September, in August, September. Is it when? Okay, sorry, in June, July, there's allocation coming up in Ekpe, so you can take advantage of that. We move to Adodo, phase 4, phase 5, phase 6, phase 4, phase 6, phase 7. Allocation is ongoing. We just finished the first round of fertilizer application in Adodo for 2025. And we are going to continue with the phase 7, which is also already been planted massively, taking advantage of the rains. And we know that before the end of the year, a lot of the plantation in Adodo should be very big enough. And we can see that by next year, some of the Adodo plantation should already start fruiting also. And we move to phase 5. Phase 5, we have said it before, that there is going to be ROI twice this year for those of us who are subscribed before. The first ROI has been declared. Another ROI is coming in December. We want to maintain a December calendar for all ROI declaration, and that is starting from the phase 5. So ROI declared in April, another one is coming up in December. That will serve for 2025. We are collecting our data. We're going to share with the board of trustees for the cooperative, share with every one of us, and we will read the report, ask our questions before the ROI is reported at the cooperative. And then we move to phase 8. Phase 8 allocation is ongoing. We've planted massive hectares in phase 8. Most landlords who were early landlords were already allocated in phase 8. And for those of us who are still keen into phase 8, please go ahead. Your allocations will be done as soon as you are done with your payment. Thank you for this round of updates on what we have been doing and also on the opportunities that lies ahead for the tribe. Let me also use this opportunity to dwell on the cooperative licensing. Because we saw that a lot of us have been asking, oh, are we licensed by SEC, this and that? We have given you a very clear answer. With this model, don't have any business to do with SEC. It is an equity model. It is 100% ownership. You own your land, we plant trees on it, it starts fruiting, we harvest, we process for you, we share profit, we take from the profits that you give unto us as agreed, and then you own your land continuing in appreciation. But we have also seen that how can we best govern this, and that's why the cooperative are coming into this. Now, if you know Caprina Friesner, which is Peak Milk, that is a company of over 150 years old. Peak Milk is owned by a cooperative. You can Google that. Owned by a cooperative, and that movement has been for over 150 years. I mean, this is something we want to break by God's grace, seeing how we can strengthen this collaboration for years to years to years to years to come. So Peak Milk is started from ranching, cow ranching, and then milk collection, sales, and the cooperative is a multi-billion-dollar cooperative globally today. That is the vision we have for the PalmRich Tribe Cooperative. So every one member, we know that their lands belongs to them individually, but collectively we come under the cooperative umbrella to share reports, to declare ROI, and we share to everyone that is involved. I would like to stop here so that we can take questions and have more participation from members. I saw a question that I would like to answer while we are pointing to other questions. Chidera, you can help me read the questions. You can unmute your mic and read the questions that we have right there. We can take everyone's questions. and we begin to bring the minimum 20 members. And as at then, we only had an update that we could easily get from 20 members. But everyone who is on the PalmRich Tribe automatically joins the cooperative. So we're going to share the forms with us. And you join the cooperative, you will get registered on the cooperative, and we will know all the bylaws and everything that has to do with the cooperative. So I'll stop at that and take questions. Thank you for listening, and thank you for coming up on the meeting.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. That was a very insightful update on the project. And as much as you've seen, as I said in the beginning, there's a lot more that you are going to get and benefit from being on this project. Beyond being landowners, beyond being landlords, there's all of the benefits that has been said here today. And if there's any of them that you do not understand, you can reach out to your consultant. They've been well educated on this. And if there's more, if there's any need for more explanation, you can reach out to the head office. I'll be very, very glad to answer all of your questions or concerns. So very quickly, I'll move on to some questions that are in the chat box that we've been asking. Because of time, we'll be taking them very quickly. And some of the questions which have already been answered, I would just be, for time's sake, I would have to skip that. So the first question I'll ask is, do you have plans on having any lands in the Southeast? This speaking to the expansion of the project in the Southeast. All right, sir, you can take on the question.
Thank you. So for the PalmRich project in the Southeast, we share with us sometimes now that we have a partnership coming up with the Enugu state government and also the Abia state government, but we are sensitive to your investment. Earlier 2025 and towards the ending of 2024, there were some security concerns, and that's made us to hold back on those projects. But as soon as we get a better green light, definitely that is on the pipeline. We have 10,000 hectares that the government is willing to back up in those states, and we will introduce to us when the atmosphere is right. Why are we particularly wanting to partner with the government and not just go and buy from individuals and families? Land in the land in the Southwest is different from land in the Southeast. It's a lot of difference. We have been able to do our feasibility studies and know what are the risks involved, because the capital instrument for this project is land. In the Southeast, land is not like in the Southwest. So we want to particularly have the government buying and partner with the government to get land directly from the government with authorization and partnership with the government before we can push this project to the people. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. I'll take on the next question very quickly. I hope that question was answered very well. Very interesting. Okay, the next question says, very interesting. How are landlords in diaspora going to enjoy some of these incentives as a tribe member?
Awesome. The incentives are global. So when we have our travels incentives, you earn points. Let me give an example. I have some royalties and points, some points coming from Radisson and from Marriott because of my travel experience with them. And when I earn those points, I can spend them anywhere in the world. So what we're also doing is to make sure that you're able to spend these points anywhere in the world. So for example, our travels to Morocco and Malaysia, once you qualify, we are taking care of all expenses paid. And we book your flights, your hotel, and you're able to join in. For social gatherings that are not travels within Lagos or within wherever you live, especially for those of us in London, where we have an office represented, if we have a decorum of communities, we can create hangouts and understand this. And we know time factors also in abroad is different from Nigeria. So it is specific according to the country in terms of every other localized incentives. But for the cashback or the referral 10%, wherever you are in the world, you want to dash out your 10%, on earn back your 10%, it gets straight to you wherever you are in the world. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Take the questions. Just use one to answer.
Thank you very much, sir. I can see we're having a lot of questions on allocation. So let me just take one of the questions, and very, very important. All right. So one of the questions says, when is phase 7 allocation? Phase 8. I've completed my payment for phase 8. When am I getting allocated?
That's too much of me today. Okay, we have a lot of questions on allocation, and to be very honest with us, allocation is the bulk of our work here, and it starts from the land mapping to planting the trees on the land, then physical canopies, and then taking you to witness the allocation event. Because of the numbers that we have already, we plan this in sections. And this year we have done over 10 of those sections across different estates. For phase 7, allocation is coming up June 26th, precisely. We're going to be having June 26th. We have lots of customers who are waiting for phase 7. So by June 26th, a lot of us are going to be allocated in phase 7. The phase 4 and 6, we've done batches of allocation. Even for phase 7, we've done a batch earlier, I think in May, April, May. So the second or the third batch for phase 7 is coming up June 26th, this month, June 26th. For phase 8, August, we are having the second batch of allocation in August in phase 8. Phase 7, Bolanle Lawal, your question, phase 7, June 26th. July 26th, sorry. So sorry. July 26th, not June. July 26th, we are allocating phase 7. And then July 26th, phase 7. By August, we are allocating phase 8, batch B. We have done the phase 8, batch A. Phase 8, batch B is coming up in August. So by July 26th, which is about 2 weeks or 1 or from now, phase 7 allocation is going to be coming up again. For EPE, we're also going to be allocating this June. The date in August will be announced, just like we always do. We will share with everyone the dates for the August allocation. For phase 7, everyone who is online for allocation will get their invites and also be scheduled for the July 26th allocation. For EPE phase 3, allocation is coming up. Allocation is coming up this June also, and July also in EPE. September also, we're going to be having a batch of allocation. So let me quickly glance through the document. Okay, so we have clients who paid in September in EPE, and there will be a mass allocation. Already we've planted those trees now, and some are still being planted. So there's going to be a mass allocation in EPE by this June, which is going to make us pay all the areas of allocation for EPE, and that's what we'll share with everyone of us. Ibadan, we are 100% done with allocation. Allocation happened last week in Ibadan. We're making a third batch for this year. So for Adodo, I know phase 7 we have a lot of areas. Why do we have these areas? Let me also enlighten us a bit on this for our confidence in the project. Planting is achievable only at the raining season. And then we have a lot of logistics that we have to take care of to plant. Before now, we have to bring all the trees, either from Naifor in Benin or from Ondo State. And the logistics alone is a lot of concerns. But we have gone steps ahead. If you can get to phase 7 now and phase 8, we have raised thousands of nurseries. So we are showing you that for phase 8, allocation will be as simple as ABCD because the trees are raised right on the farm now with a lot of professionalism being deployed. And for phase 7, we also have the trees being raised. So our planting will be quicker during the rains, and then we'll not have a lot of these areas. But to a lot of our testimonials, there are no persons either on this call or outside this call that has fully paid for their land within 12 months and have not been allocated. Allocation is one of our priorities because we know that you want to own the documents of your land to be verified with them. Okay, T. So, okay, you said that's a lie. Please kindly prove us wrong. When did you pay and when did you pay? If you can prove that wrong, please, we'll allow you to do that. Please unmute T. Let him make that proof, please. Fully paid off in March. March when, sir? Please continue the chat if you are not unmuted. Please kindly unmute T. Please, admin, unmute T. Mr. T, or can you speak up, please? I saw you, T. You said you're paid off in March. Kindly unmute. We need to take you right now.
All right. Good evening, sir.
Okay, please go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, I clearly said that was a lie because I wanted to ask a question as my hands raised up. Sorry, I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be combative in my conversation with you, but I wanted to point out that I made my payment 3 months from when I was introduced, and since then, March of this year till now, it's been one story.
When did you pay, sir? Please. When you said March this year, right?
Yes.
And so my sentence is not wrong, sir.
No, you said there was no.
I said there are no landlords who have made payments within 12 months and have not been allocated.
But this is 3 months, sir.
Yes.
My question is not around this. I'm so sorry.
Sorry to establish clarity to that.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
My sentence is that there are no landlords who have paid either on this call or outside this call within, 12 months and has not been allocated.
Okay.
And I also explained the delays. Yes. What happens to allocation, so that you can understand, because that's the essence of the tribe, is so that tell us our flaws. We want to know. Don't protect us. Tell us our flaws. It makes us better. Now, if you paid in March, the logistics for allocation commenced in April when the rain starts. Okay. So April, we have fewer rains. We don't plant massively in April because if there are not enough rains, the trees will not do well. So planting starts better in May. You say what? Yeah, so May we plant massively, June we plant massively. So your allocation is coming up June 26th. And I can confirm to you that you are going to get an invite for June 26th. But the claim that we have laid is there are no landlords. We make bold to say that that has paid within 12 months and 12 calendar months not allocated.
Yes, that's
Thank you for bringing us to that speed.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. My question is actually on how do you keep quality? Because, what I've been hearing on this call is how we are looking forward to more and more. And I'm coming from a business background. When a business starts to promise massive rewards, they tend to lose value in quality. When they start to promise massive rewards, quality goes down the drain. That model is consistent around the globe. If a business starts to offer, okay, you get rewards, it starts to dilute the quality. And my question now is, how would you maintain quality? You're promising this, you're promising this, you're promising this, you're promising this, you're promising this. How is quality maintained to existing and new allocatees, or how you put it, your tribes? Because you can't guarantee that would not become a Ponzi scheme because you are now awaiting the next member to be able to pay the previous members. So how is quality maintained, sir? Yeah, that's my question.
Thank you. I perfectly understand your question now, and that is brilliant to establish clarity to it. Number one, this project can never become a Ponzi scheme. Now, what are the characteristics of Ponzi scheme? We take money from Paul, to pay Peter without value being created. No economics of scale. You can't explain nothing. What is a source of revenue for you? And like we have said over and over again, PalmRich Estate is not a debt model. We plant your trees on your land. Your land is allocated. You own the value of the land. The land is given to you, and you have the document. So number one, value is created. Your land start appreciating. Now let me talk about that. For those of us who have bought into Ekpe 3 years ago, as a date, the land, I had no landlords who sold their land this year for 3.5 million. I mean, some of them can unmute to speak to that. Mr. Shegun is in the house. He can attest to that. They bought that same land for 700,000 and sold in 2025 for 3.5 million to people who are interested. So the value, number one, your land keep appreciating and you can sell. Number two, the trees that are planted on your land begin to produce for you and you earn. So value is 100% certain. Ponzi scheme don't create no values. You take money from Paul to give Peter. That is not our model. Our rewards are not based on taking money from Paul to pay Peter. Now, let's get this right. We have well over 11,000 customers. We have well over 9,000 consultants in-house. And right away, we are partnering with the biggest realtor group in Nigeria, over 150,000 members. Every transaction that comes to Assetrise come through a consultant, and they are paid commissions for those transactions. That commission is not a Ponzi scheme. And that is a standard globally. I mean, Radisson, Marriott, most of these companies that give points when you sleep in the hotel, there is value you are exchanged for, and then they only give back a token to say thank you for giving us this value. So we are not using your money to appreciate nobody, because your land must be allocated. And number two, once your land is allocated, trees are planted on your land to grow, to give you revenue. So you have no concerns about the rewards. The rewards are not, oh, once we take money, then we start sharing the money. No. If we share the money, there will be no lands to allocate. If we share the money, there will be no trees to plant. And for the past 3-5 years, everyone who has been on this scheme can attest to all those claims. Now, let's go back to the rewards. It's like saying, if you refer me to a business, I will give you commission on it. Real estate thrives on commission globally, and it's not an Assetrise thing. And so, for you referring us to a transaction, and we are saying, oh, you are a member, you have benefited from this project, that's why you have the confidence to refer us. And we are then saying, thank you for doing this. That is not a Ponzi scheme, and that will not disrupt quality in any way. Now, let's talk about quality. It starts from the land, number one. For phase 8, we have proven again and again that we are very concerned about quality. And that's why the origin of the phase 8 started from the Ogun State government official, the chairman Ogun State House of Assembly Commission, and now presently the chairman Ogun State Agricultural Development Corporation. He's the one that found that land, did all the due diligence for us. Then we went to document and launch phase 8. So all the landlords that came in earlier, they have been allocated their land now with trees planted. You have the evidence of it right there. So the land is the number one guarantee. Once the land is guaranteed, that's number one quality tick. Number two, the trees, the palm trees. We said the logistics of taking these trees is far from us. If you come to phase 8 now, you will see nursery bed in hundreds of thousands lying already. So you need to take a visit to see this project also. And then when we are to plant, we simply move from these trees to the sites. And the source of our nurseries is clear. They are from NIFO, they are Tenera Specie, and those are the quality ticks that we need to give to you. And to substantiate quality, 3 years ago, 2022 precisely, we promised Ekpe it will fruit in 3 years. Ekpe started fruiting in less than 2 years. And phase 3 currently is already fruiting. Phase 3 is not yet up to 3 years. We mind every bit of the quality of the seedlings that we plant. We mind every bit of the kind of land that we bring this project to. Those are the quality concerns that we should have. And by God's grace, we are taking those quality buses. Our reward systems don't have anything to do with Ponzi. We are not robbing Peter to pay Paul. You have claims of thousands of landlords who have been allocated in Ibadan. There are oil palms already fruiting. And now in all the phases from phase 7 to phase 6 to every phases that we have created. I hope your concern is answered, Mr. T. And once again, we recognize that we are dealing with professionals.
Yes, sir. Sorry,
we recognize that we are dealing with global people who are exposed, and we appreciate bringing your global knowledge. I mean, that is phase 8 nursery. You can see the trees, the nursery beds, and you can see that stand. Those are trees that are already planted. You can see the fencing work. That fencing work alone is over 2 kilometers to protect the trees. These are substantiated values. So let's talk about Ponzi. A CBS came and said, oh, put 100,000 in this place, I'll give you 200,000 in 7 days. There is no no value creation. That is Ponzi. But this, you buy land, your land is allocated to you. You see trees on your land, and your land starts fruiting, you start earning from your land. And making rewards around whatever we can give to those who are partnering with us. It is the standard of real estate from Dubai to US to everywhere in the world. Real estate thrives on rewarding partners in commissions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So let's take other questions. Chidera, thank you so much.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. That was very importantly, it's very important that we ask questions. Please, if there's anything you do not understand, like Mr. T has just done, it's very important because we owe it to you all of these explanations for you to understand, for you to help us even grow this community to be greater beyond the vision. Like I've said.
Okay, sorry. A question came up now. Chidera, go through all the questions. Let's go straight to the questions. A question, how do we know the maximum number of trees that are planted? And how do we guarantee, how do we know? So, like I said, please book a tour. It is your land. That is it about real estate. It is real. It's not in the sky. It's not in the space. Book a tour. Visit your land. Go and count the trees if you want to. And if you can't, send your consultant to do that. But from Assetrise, on a plot, an average of 7 to maximum of 10 trees are planted on a 9-meter spacing per tree, which is the NIFOR standard for planting oil palm in Nigeria. And that is well established. So if you come to your land, you can count the trees. If you can't come, send someone to come to the land. Please, it is real estate. Visit when you can. Don't worry about security. All our estates has security measures. You go to Adodo right now, you see a lot of security measures right on the farm. And if we're taking you to site also, to some extent, we provide you security. It is your property. You're free to visit it and to ascertain all the claims that we are making. Is there hope for phase 8 customers who pay up this month to get allocation in August? Okay, that will be with the, we'll get an answer for you. If you can chat up Choma or call the number right now, they can get you maybe a possibility of that because you are a tribe member, because we know the logistics around allocation. The land, the layout has been done, planting is done. So they may have concluded or almost concluded on that, but if you reach out to them, they will see if you can meet up with allocation. What we are trying to do is to exhaust every allocation we have on ground before the rains are over, so that we take advantage of the rains to plant on your plots and on your hectares. Thank you.
All right, another question says, can Assetrise help develop a farmland and manage?
Okay, Germany, why not plant immediately the payments are made? That's a very, very good question. Thank you. I already explained to us the kind of farming we are doing. Also, why do we have to do this again and again? You need to understand every bit of investment you are making. Please, in your free time, do your due diligence on PalmRich generally, on PalmRich or palm tree generally. The rain starts in Nigeria in April, maybe not so heavy. It moves to May, June before it becomes so heavy. Palm trees are water-loving crops. They do better with water. That's why they don't grow or do better in areas without enough rainfall. So we can't plant outside those windows. So once you complete your payments, we'll look for this window to plant for you. So we cannot plant immediately that you complete your payment. For example, if you complete your payment in March, we can plant the trees in March. And what we are doing better with this now, so that we don't have to explain this again and again, is we raising our nurseries ourselves now. So we know that if we are doing a 1,000 hectares during the rainy period, we are able to achieve planting on the entire 1,000 hectares. But this update will come up from 2026 when our current nurseries are now ready to move to planting. So don't kindly tolerate us for this year, but we can assure you that everyone who has bought within this 1 year span, you will be allocated, and we will conclude on the allocation for 2025. Allocation is one of the most questions that we're getting. Don't worry, allocation will be done. We can assure you that the allocation will be done, especially for those of us who have completed our payments. Okay, when will the app be launched? Yes, before the end of 2026, we are currently doing a lot of development. 2025, sorry. We are doing a lot of development on the app, test running it, and also making sure that the security tight. We have taken a lot of steps to enhance the value on the app. So before the end of 2025, this app will be launched. So from 2026, when we will also be having a lot of our estates coming up on board on fruiting, and lots of landlords will be expecting to share ROI. Most of this will have been digitalized for seamless processes. What is the process of referral for a tribe member? Simple and clear. You are either reaching out to your consultant to help you close the referral, or you let your consultant reach out to us, or you reach out to us. But why am I mentioning your consultant? We came into a relationship through you and your consultant. So we also want them to be carried along every process so that they can also be duly rewarded for taking advantage of their relationship with you. Now, for every referral, it's either you want us to give you a letter that is structured to the person you're referring us to the organization, or you want us to take a call or even send digital materials to you that you can forward. And you can answer the calls. Our telesales team are able to close that for you. Our corporate sales team are able to close that for you. And even your consultant is able to close that for you. So we have every layer that can support you to help us refer to individuals, organizations, and institutions. Thank you. Okay, we are running to the end of the meeting. We appreciate your patience. I hope Ajay is in the house. And also we have Mr. Shegun Aderibigbe, who is the secretary of the cooperative. I will take words from them before we close off this meeting. Very important. And like we said, the cooperative link will be shared with us. Kindly just take it. It's not going to be a long details. We already have your details as a cooperative tribe member. So just give us a yes to update you on the cooperative tribe, because it is democratic and you must give your consent that you are upping up on the cooperative, so we can file that also to the state government, the numbers of members that we now have. Now, don't forget that every of our process will now be umpired by the Lagos state government, which makes it even more effective beyond the tribe, that the state government, through the instrument of the cooperative, now also supervises or oversee what we are doing in PalmRich with you. Please, have you closed Ewekoro's purchase? Ni? This person is a Yoruba person. Top Ewekoro subscription for 1.8 million acre is ending September 25. Nah. So for early subscribers, you should be smiling to the bank now. Ewekoro Zen A is a hot cake. A lot of demands are coming for it. We are officially closing phase 8A on the 16th, June 16th. And then we are opening it up for landlords alone to have the options to sell. So if you have acquired 10 hectares, 1 hectare, you want to sell 1 plot, you want to sell 2 plots, just notify us if you have a buyer, and then you can sell to them and take early advantage of the appreciation. I've explained to us how do we arrive at these appreciations. When you bought Ewekoro, it was a fallow land, forest everywhere, no gatehouse, no fencing, no palm trees. We have brought all that on Ewekoro now, and the value has skyrocketed. So we are closing July 16th. And then for landlords who have keyed in early can take advantage of that to take that option. It's no longer 1.8 million. The phase 8 is 3.3 million currently. It started from 1.8 million. It's 3.3 million currently. You can take advantage of that before the price, the new landlord sells at 850 per plot from their own land. If they want to, you have the option not to sell. It is your land. You can keep it for further appreciation into the future. Like we told you, CFP now, from 700,000 per plot to 3.5 million. That's crazy appreciation in 3 years. That is what this project is all about. It is land value appreciation plus your land giving you passive income from oil palm. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We're going to take 2 persons who want to speak. They do not want to write their questions down. So we'll take 2 persons that want to speak. Can we have Mr. Kazim? Can we have Mr. Kazim? Kindly unmute Mr. Kazim so he can speak very quickly. You have just 30 seconds to ask your question. So please be very, very fast. Time is fast spent, and we want to close as soon as possible. Mr. Kazim, can we have Mr. Kazim, please?
We really appreciate the message. I'm one of those that was at the allocation for the Ibadan PalmRich Estate, and I think it's massive for one of my clients, and I'm hopeful that the transition is great. I'm much concerned, and much concerned about that app. I think it will go a long way to enhance the business for the PalmRich. So I'm optimistic that that PalmRich app will be very, very great. And I think we're trying to introduce that the purchase of phase 8. I have meetings with some number of people, and I think we'll be looking at that invoice to assist some to key in hopefully soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kazim. Thank you very much. All right, let's move on to the next person very quickly. Mr. Olatunde. Mr. Olatunde, please help us unmute Mr. Olatunde so he can speak.
Thank you very much. I appreciate this. I have just 2 questions. Number 1 question, is it when we pay deposit, then you start planting on the land that we pay deposits to? That's number 1. Number 2 question is, for example, if you have 1 acre, can you upgrade to 1 hectare, for example? Those are my 2 questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Olatunde. We appreciate you. So number 1 question, once you make your deposit, we start mapping out your land. We do that to avoid the estate being overpopulated or oversold beyond the land we have. Then when you complete your payment, we allocate you physically. Planting commences during the rain for everyone who has opted for that year's cycle, like I've explained earlier. But going further with what we have in Ewekoro now and phase 7, for everyone who have deposited, there will be massive plantation ongoing. So when you are done paying, we then physically allocate you. What we do before is that we wait for you to complete your payment because of the numbers of people that we have on the wait. We only take those who have completed payment as priority for allocation. But going further, once you make your deposit, and that's starting from this phase 8 and phase 7 nurseries that we are raising. And that's why we're also saying to every one of us, if you are interested in investing in the nurseries, kindly reach out to us. Let me give us an example to that. A nursery sells for as high as 4,000 or more, plus the cost of transportation, you're talking about 6,000 naira. And we can take advantage of that to raise the nurseries ourselves. But the nursery investment is a private placement. It's open only to 10 persons who are willing to take advantage of that. Like, let me say again, only to 10 persons, because we don't want to take crowd. We don't want to mention this before. We know some of us, Mr. Shegun and one of our other bigger investors have taken advantage of that. If you are interested in making passive money within a year, through the cooperative window, you can invest in the nursery and you are guaranteed getting your ROI plus your capital within 1 year. If you are interested in that, you can call out to us and then we explain and all it takes to come on the nursery private placement. Why do I need to measure the nursery? Because the nursery will then give us advantage to plant, continuous planting. So for every deposit, so that by the time you are getting allocated, your trees are even well grown. Thank you so much. Then if you want to move from 1 acre to 1 hectare, just call the office. If the price is still the same, we will let you know. If the price has changed, we'll let you know. But for as a tribe member for you to enjoy more benefits. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think that's all of the questions we'll be taking for today.
Apart from Ewekoro, which other PalmRich phase has started? There's a question.
Okay, not taking much more of our time.
What other thing we're going to do better is we're going to collate all the questions, answer them, and send them on the tribe. Also, the different presentations, them on the tribe. If you're interested in the nursery project, kindly reach out to the number on the screen. Choma, please post the number, and then so that they can reach out, and we will drop everything. So there will be no question that will be lost. We can guarantee you that all questions will be answered on the tribe. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much. It's been a very insightful one, very lovely one. Thank you for all your questions. Thank you for all your interrogations. Let me even say that we love every single one of them. It's what makes us better. It's what keeps us on our toes and makes sure that we are doing our best to deliver excellence to each and every one of our tribe members. Time is fast spent, so we should be rounding up very, very.
Sorry, Chidera, to interrupt you. So the question I was answering before, I got a chart now that it was someone, they missed the explanation. So if you want to increase from 1 acre to 1 hectare, yes, as a tribe member, reach out to your consultants. You can speak to the office to see if if there's an advantage of that opening either on the new price for you, or you are buying at the new price, definitely, because it's now 3.3 million. But speak to your consultant, we'll get through to the office and we'll see that. Let me also emphasize that for the sake of our consultants, please, we value our relationship with all partners. And that's why you see that we have numerous of them, both institutional partners and individual partners, from the NSE, the Nigeria Society of Engineers, who have exposed us to Total Energies and exposed us to a lot of the multinational oil companies and even other engineering companies. We value reporting through every of these organizations. So if you want to speak to us on increasing your acres or your hectares, or you have a referral, please kindly let your consultant be aware. Please, we are making a plea because we value our relationship with our consultants. So for the nursery projects, you can also speak to your consultant. We speak with us, or you speak to the number that we're going to drop on the screen for you. but definitely your consultants will be carried along, or you just share with us directly your interest on the nursery, and then share with us who your consultant is. We will route your conversation through your consultant to make sure that you can come on the nursery project. Thank you. We value our relationship with our consultants, and we don't want to miss that window. Same as we value our relationship with you in ensuring that every of the referrals you are making will be handled with utmost integrity. Thank you. So for nurseries, you reach out to the number on the screen. But like I said, please let your consultant be aware. They brought you into Assetrise. They know Assetrise better than you do. So kindly get across to your consultants while you are contacting us also. Thank you. All right. If we have Aja in the house, Aja Olawi, she's our deputy chairman and also doubling as the treasurer for the cooperative. And if we have Mr. Shegun Aderi Bigbe, one of our great partners in PalmRich and even in Assetrise, he's also one of our noble directors. Please kindly unmute your microphone and speak to us before we close the meeting now. Thank you. Aja Olawi and Mr. Shegun, we're waiting on you. Are you in meeting? Okay. So with this, we are glad to let you know that the meeting
All right.
has been successful.
Hello.
Oh, Mr.
Hello.
Shegun, please go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I was trying to get myself unmuted. I had to even drop a chat with a typo error. Thank you for unmuting me. Okay. Good evening, everyone, or good day, everyone, depending on where you're connected from. My name is Shegun Aderi Bigbe, and I'm happy to, and we are delighted to have you on this inaugural meeting. Of course, this is not going to be the last one. Yeah, a couple of times when GMD was presenting, he mentioned my name, and I'll be happy to, validate a lot of the things he has said. As a director with the business and as an investor with the business, we are showing you something that is replicable. Anything we do in Assetrise, you are more than welcome to replicate it. So we are not using quadratic equation to prove how we make money. We are not using almighty formula or some rocket science. No, it is straightforward. It's land ownership. You own the land. I think we really need to emphasize that to our investors, which we really do appreciate all that you have done, and a lot of investment. A lot of us have invested in several of the in the phases. I personally don't have less than $500 million in investment with Assetrise and in the land, because I trust so much in the business and in the mission. So please, questions are always welcome. Thank you so very much for all the questions, and please keep them coming in. As a financial secretary, of course, my eyes are very much on the reporting, because we respectfully and in all humility, we are trusted people in the society. So we don't even want our names to be soiled. And that's why we put a lot of checks and balances around all of these things. Once again, we want to thank you all, and also appreciate the consultants that have, made us have this relationship with you. Anything that we need to do, we do it as a group, and that guarantees that we can go far in this journey. Freshland Campaign, which GMD mentioned, it's over 150-year-old. It couldn't have been done by one person. So this is a movement, the biggest PalmRich association, if I would use that word, in Africa. And we have, fantastic people in our midst. Thank you so very much. That's all I have to say. And yes, I'm happy to also take questions. The company is happy to take questions, walk into our office and then ask questions, send us an email, send us a DM. We'll answer your questions. There's nothing like let's hide it. It is when they say let us hide it that you should run away with your money. You want to see your land? Come and see your land. You want to see your trees? Come and see your. If you want to manage your trees yourself, of course, be our guest. So there's nothing hidden. Everything is open and explainable. That's all I will say. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shagun. Mr. Shagun, is not a small man. We are privileged to associate with him. He's well invested in PalmRich across almost all the estates, and that is in a great, very, very great volume. And we appreciate your trust. We also appreciate our chairman. These are people of integrity who don't want their name to be soiled in any way. And we appreciate that you are putting your time and your personality behind this project. If we have Aja in the house, as we begin to wind out the meeting, can they speak? Please, can they speak? Aja, thank you so much. Aja Olawi, if we have you in the house, thank you. So we will have access to the reports. Let me quickly run through the takeaways for this meeting. We will share the PalmRich Tribe certificates with every one of us. You can also kindly indicate your interest on the link that will be shared. It's a very short information that you will need to take. So you can officially get the cooperative membership certificates and every other information, the bylaws. We will also share the reports on the farms according to the areas that you have owned directly with you. And like the chairman advocated for, if you like to join any of the subcommittee, the R&D committee, the market committee. So when we come to you and say palm oil is 50,000, that committee will be able to say, no, we have asked one or two markets, palm oil is 70,000 per 25 liters, and this is the amount we want to sell. As a matter of fact, we have a buyer that is willing to buy all the reserve at 100,000 per plot, per 25 liter, and then it's democracy. Let me also say this, that I will not always attend these meetings. It is the PalmRich Tribe meeting. My name is not on the ESCOs of the cooperative. The cooperative belongs to you, not to Assetrise. Assetrise does not have a leadership on the cooperative. It is your cooperative. After 2 years, you can choose to elect new leaders, change the current leadership, and then you take management ownership of the structure. So it is very good for us to also note that that is the governance around the cooperative. It is not an individual state. And the state government is aware of every election and every financial reporting that is going to be done right on the cooperative. I think if Aja is not in the house, we have taken too much of your time this evening, but it's valid. We appreciate it. Assetrise appreciate it. The PalmRich Tribe movement appreciate it. Going further, our chairman, engineer Oyenuga, is going to be the one sharing this meeting. It's his meeting, and his ESCOs are going to be the ones sharing the meetings. He's going to reach out to every one of us on the cooperative tribe to join the subcommittees, and you can structure your meetings without Assetrise being involved. It is 100% driven by membership once we are on the tribe. We appreciate your time, and we say a very great evening and good night to every one of us. Thank you. Countries though.
All right. Thank you all very much. It's been a very lovely evening. Thank you for joining us. We would love to see all of your questions, and like it has been said, all questions will be answered. We'll be taking every other question which was not answered, and an answer will be attached and sent to the tribe community. You can go through at your leisure time. Every other document would be sent to the tribe community, so you can read on and see every other information that you need to see. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us if there are any further questions. Thank you once again, as we call it a night. Do enjoy the rest of your evening and have a wonderful one. Thank you.
So